Most beloved keepers of the flame, I address you in the light and the might of our Darjeeling Council, which is the Lord's. I salute you who have become in this service the flame of your own heart's altar. Truly, this is the way and the path of the ruby ray. Walk ye in it, fear it not, for this engrafting of the word, this that threefold flame does assume thyself unto itself, even as you breathe in its sacred fire breath and know the Lord thy God as thyself. This is the inner temple work of Serapis Bey. You are receivers of it. You have received it, you shall receive it, and you shall know the victory in the physical octave, which others have known in the retreat of Luxor of Serapis, as they have pursued this very same calling. Thus I promise you that you who will faithfully give this service, Friday evening, once each month for 14 months, will have therefore an extraordinary blessing and benefit from the Lord. From Sanat Kumara, and it shall indeed impel thyself to accelerated initiation in the halls of Luxor. This service then in the 14 stations of the cosmic cross of white fire will enable you to overcome entrenched darkness on the 410 axis in thy life, in the earth, and in the trenches, in the very depths, as the records of Lemuria. Beloved ones, certain chelas of light who have made the transition, worthy ones, have yet not made the ascension, for they have been taken to the royal Teton retreat and to Luxor for this very ritual and purpose, the study of the science of the ruby ray, in order that they might purge themselves of deep-seated records of ancient Lemuria, confrontations and entanglements, and I am sorry to say compromises with the fallen ones, following after them instead of the cosmic Christ Guru then present. Beloved ones, by so doing this ahead of time, you may obtain a better resurrection and therefore not postpone the day of the physical merging of the fire above with the fire in thy cells and heart. Understand that we would demonstrate this path. We would see you victors. Now there is nothing to prevent you from giving this service more often, but then we do have other assignments at the Friday night service, and some which I shall return to give you. And, beloved, there is a necessary assimilation of a call so vast. Understand and interpret the word of the messenger who has explained to you that although you may sacrifice and surrender, there must be the quality of Christhood earned and of mastery, God mastery, to replace those things. Thus, even if you would surrender all of your human creation in one night, it could not be so. For your human creation is a placeholder. In this case, the something that is better than nothing, for the nothing that is a vacuum might then be filled with forces out of the depths of death and hell, and therefore understand that positive attitudes of the human mind and heart, positive sense of self-worth based on the ego itself, moving in a constructive direction, that is the placeholder. That is the condition of consciousness moving toward the light, which when it receives the light may then be internalized, and the individual in so becoming the Christ of that good momentum, the higher good of God corresponding to that momentum, may then dispense with the outworn garment. Outworn garments are as these, beloved. In the day when the garments were new, they suited you well, protected you from the elements. But the day does come when they are seen as inferior to the robe transcendent and to the wedding garment. Thus understand that we must bless humanity for their positive direction, for their attempt to be constructive, and realize that they are building a citadel which one day, receiving the light of Christ, shall know the transmutation, shall know the acceleration, shall know the becoming, and behold, awake in the lightness of the city foursquare. Thus then there is the replacement and refinement of good and positive momentums as best as one has found and can do. Then, beloved, there is the replacement of absolute evil, such as the carnal mind, such as anger and hate creation in the subconscious, that does come through and cause conditions that are discomfiting to oneself and all of one's friends and family and the earth body. Absolute evil in the form of that darkness, then, can be taken as the absolute good of thy Christhood is born. One cannot simply remove the cancer of absolute evil by the process of one night's service. But in the very service there is the gift of the violet flame and of illumination, that one can see and behold the opening of the electronic belt and say, "Aha! I have discovered you, you devil of my human pride. I see you for what you are. Henceforth I shall walk in the joy, the similitude, the humility of my Christ. I invoke my Christ. I am that Christ. I cast you down, and I walk in the ways of the Lord." Thus the Christ does bind then that dweller, and some is taken, but not all. Therefore Jesus said, "And ye are clean, but not all. For ye must be tested. This is the trial by fire. You have seen the devil of pride. You have made the determination. You have given the fiat it be cast down. Now you go forth on the road of life. And every form of adversary will come to attempt to rekindle in you the display of that pride. Line by line, day by day, decision by decision, you put it into the flame, and each time that element that particular manifestation on that line of the clock, on that day and date, in that situation of karma is taken, so it is taken, so it is bound. And it will be permanent if you pass the test on that line again and defeat it utterly and have no part with it. For it is now permanently cut from the vine of thy life force, and therefore cannot live again. But as long as you have free will and you are unascended, you may elect to recreate it. For if you could not recreate it, then you could not be called a co-creator with God. The office of co-creator with God of necessity allows you, while yet in the matter spheres, to at any time recreate your human creation. Thus understand why in some of my embodiments I wore a hair shirt. Every point of discomfort was a reminder that there was yet substance to be bound, and I must not be unalert. Waking or sleeping, I must be reminded that the Lord Christ knocks, and I must bind that Satan that would tear me from my meeting with my Lord. You see, you are recreating yourselves, beloved. You must recreate line by line. You have miscreated, for instance, in anger or pride or fear or hatred or doubt or in ingratitude. That which you have created is indeed your own animal farm, your own lesser self. Understand that only you have the key to the code, the genetic code of that creation, if you wish to call it. Only you can undo it by withdrawing the point of the eye of decision, the point of will that said, I will indulge myself in this discord. And then the spiral went forth, and consciousness was clothed with form, and that form was grotesque and distorted like its vibration. This must be withdrawn, this energy, the form bound, and your propensity to recreate after the image and likeness of your human creation. For that human creation has become a god of sorts, and you recreate after the patterns of those things you have set in motion. Thus much in your embodiment is repetitive and a repeat performance over and over again until those human creations are like iron or lead statues. So reinforced with that carnal will have they become. Thus you see, beloved, the call, the matrix, the fiat begins the process, but to retain the answer to your call, you must become the answer. You call to God for perfection. Perfection descends. You must seize it, take it to your heart, become it, for you see, only then is it sealed. If you do not take that to yourself, another shall. Another will come along and say, like the serpent that would eat from the tree of life, another will come and devour the light. Another who is not of the light, but waits for the crumbs that fall from your table, from the light that comes from the altar. See then, the balancing of karma does take place as you serve, as you love, as you live in the decree of the word. Balancing karma is not the equivalent of the full mastery you desire. Nevertheless, to balance one's karma does require certain attainment and mastery. But the God mastery we seek in you is the creation, the magnetization of the qualities of Christhood. I commend you then to the Buddha of the ruby ray on the 4 o'clock line. I commend you then to the crystal quality of obedient love and the reverse of the coin, loving obedience. Thus the Alpha, the Omega of thy twin flames shall embody the ark that forms the portal, the ark that bears the law, and the cherubim who form the ark, again thy twin flames, kneeling before the flame of the living God. Determine to embody a single quality of thy Christ, who is the master of the 4 o'clock line. You can make a list of at least 25 attributes of God from the 4 o'clock line, beginning with alignment, co-measurement with thy God, fulfillment of the word, happiness, non-sufferingness, God desire, holiness unto the Lord, geometry of God, clarity of communication in the mind, the art, the science of the builders. All of this proceeds from obedient love, loving obedience. Now understand the meaning of being the master of thy life, line upon line. Great strides have been achieved. If you should hold fast what thou hast received this night, you should truly be a new creature on the morrow when you awaken from the sealing of this action, which shall take place with ye all at the Royal Teton Retreat tonight. I bid you adieu. In the flaming heart of Serapis Bay, our joy, our perfect master of love. He will be there to receive you, beloved. Thus remember, it is the byword of the keeper of the flame. Hold fast what thou hast received. In love, I am your obedient guru, obedient to the will of God for thee and thine and all life. In the name of beloved El Morya, let us sing to beloved Serapis Bay. We'll sing number 226. into the Hierarchs of the Fourth Ray, number 228. Beloved mighty I Am Presence, entire spirit of the Great White Brotherhood, I call this night for the rescue of every soul of God, every bride of Christ on earth, who is in the grips of the fallen ones, the seed of Satan, and the powers of death and hell. I ask the legions of holy angels to go forth and rescue the souls of God, the brides of Christ. Rescue them from all of the conspiracies and false hierarchies of darkness, O God. We pray to you, all legions of the Fourth Ray, Gabriel, Purity, Astrea, Serapis. Hear our call, Seraphim of God, and answer in God's name. It is the direction of Serapis Bey that all on the path of the Ascension, all initiates of Luxor who consider themselves specifically chelas of the Guru Ma should take the tapes of this service and listen to them and participate in them to the end. And therefore they are to be sent to the field for keepers of the flame. And Serapis Bey would like this service played a week from today, wherever possible, and as soon thereafter, where the males do not reach. I therefore thank you for your presence here and direct the tags for this evening to use the calls to Astrea and the Reverse the Tides and the Violet Flame for the continuing work of the consuming of these records, cause, effect, record, and memory within all of our beings and in the planet. I'm hoping that the keepers of the flame in the area will hear this service before the 7 o'clock service tomorrow night, and there can be several playings of it. suggest the first be at 1 in the afternoon. If they do not hear it by tomorrow evening, other arrangements will have to be made. Let us go to the Royal Teton Retreat on the wings of faith, hope, and charity. God bless you and good night.
Angel